Welcome back to another edition of TEC Tube. I'm your host Ryan Holger, and today we actually have a guest with us, which is super rare. This is Joe Konopacki with Insight Property Services. He does a lot of the training classes here at TEC for some of the things that we're just not experts on ourselves. So specifically today, he's gonna be helping us out with duct testing for tightness.
When we're doing duct leakage testing on a system, we're looking for minimal duct leakage on a new system. New construction nowadays in Illinois, if any part of the duct system, primarily the distribution here, supply runs going up to attics, going through the floor above a garage, if it has any exterior exposure, that entire system needs to be tested for duct leakage. The code says that all the systems are supposed to be sealed, but they only need to be tested if they've got some outside exposure. The incentive there is to make sure that the HVAC contractors and designers are putting as much of the duct system within the envelope as possible. If they don't do that, it's got to get tested, all right? So when we're testing that system, you can see that our fan setup here is going to be pulling air right at the air handler unit. That's going to pull air through our returns, it's going to pull air through our supplies. At the other end, we've got all our supplies and return openings sealed off. All right? If they're grilled, then we're just going to tape over the grill. If it's rough construction or if we're roughed in, then there are no grills. We're going to actually tape into the boots. So we're going to seal off all those openings. When we pull a negative pressure on here, the only air that's going to move is through the gaps and cracks that were unintended. Right? The pressure that we're going to be pulling on that system is not very high. It's 1/10 of an inch of water column, or 25 pascals. So very low pressure, but enough that it's going to pull air through any gaps and cracks, and then our fan will be able to tell us exactly how much air is moving through that system. Again, with all our designed openings sealed off, the only thing we should be getting is air movement through those leaks. In sealing off the system, you can see we've got duct mask. This is going to go on all the supplies and returns. So now that our duct system is sealed off at the supplies and returns, and we've got our duct tester attached to our air handler, our system is sealed and ready for testing. One of the ways we can tell how much pressure we've got in our system is through a pressure hose that we put into a nearby supply or return opening, right? So this is going to monitor our pressure. It's going to tell our manometer what kind of pressure we've got to tell us if we're at our test pressure. So actually we're ready to go. And I might just pull this off so you guys can maybe see this. We turn the fan on. And like I said before, we're looking for that 25 pascals, which is 1/10 of an inch of water column. Our hoses go into our fan, telling us is reading a pressure. It's converting that to a flow, and it's telling us that at a pressure of about 25 pascals, this system is leaking 76 CFM. If this system was serving a home that was about 1,900 square feet or more, that would be acceptable. If it's less than 1,900 square feet, that leakage is going to be excessive, and we're going to have to do some further duct sealing. That could be mastic, it could be tape, or in some cases, AeroSeal in the system if we can't get to the areas where things are leaking. And the test is about that fast. We spend more time setting up for the test and calculating the area served than actually running the equipment. The test is pretty quick. So if you've got a new house and there's ducts that are going through the attic or have other exposed areas to the outside, it needs to be tested, and it needs to be tested by a certified individual. We just got done teaching a class here at TEC for DET verifiers. That's duct and envelope tightness verifiers. If you're looking for somebody to do a blower door test on new construction or duct leakage test on a new duct system or a renovated duct system in some cases, you can find those individuals at IllinoisCodeDiagnostics.org. If you've got an existing home, you've got leaky ducts for sure. If you want to take advantage of the utility incentives to have your leaky ducts sealed, you need to work with a certified individual that you can find at IllinoisCodeDiagnostics.org as well. If you'd like some more information on how to become a DET verifier to do testing or to find somebody that can test your system, you can check us out at insightpsa.com. Thanks, Ryan.